Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flight 96. I'm your host, Hunter Foreman, and this is a first because it's the birthday edition, and I've never done one of these before. And so basically this will be recorded Friday and uploaded Saturday, which is tomorrow, which is my birthday. So what better way to have a birthday edition, to have a first ever kind of episode, than to have two of the most interesting people I've ever met in my entire life. So, to my left is somebody that I've known since 6th grade, and we have like this really weird inside joke, but there's some truth to it, but it's an inside joke. Samantha Delbosque is here. Hello. And somebody who I call a very close personal friend, and I call both of them very close personal friends, but she's Maddie McCoy, ladies and gentlemen. So, you guys have from my standpoint, a very interesting friendship.
Strong.
My question is, what makes it so strong?
I think just our honesty. We're honest to one another. Like, sometimes it's a little hurtful, but
we're so real with each other.
It's like sister to sister. And I guess because we have known each other for like 10 years, it just makes it even, like, we know each other, we know each other like the back of our hands. So it's like,
she can just give me a certain look and I know exactly what's going through her head. Like, we just get each other.
Well, the thing is that, like, I just think that y'all have known each other like so long, and I've known y'all been through some stuff, and I know every friend fights. Yeah. I know that. So, like, has there been a point in time where, you guys have, like, y'all have been separated, and y'all just, like, you don't have to tell me what happened, but y'all just be separated, and y'all just were like, okay, I can't look at you, yeah. I can't look at you, so we're just not going to talk to each other.
There were so many times where we just stopped. We would stop being friends, make our own little groups. She had her group, I had my group, but then somehow every time
we would always end up going back to each other.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's good. So, what was high school for you both like, since y'all went through? But see, they just glared at each other a look, and I know this is about to get weird, so I'm just gonna just let this happen, man. Okay. But I guess we can start with Maddie.
All right. So high school for me. When I started high school, I don't think me and Samantha were as close as we used to be, but we kind of drifted off in middle school. But so high school for me, really, when I started high school, I was, just always with the cheer girls. I was always doing cheer. I did track too, but really, like, freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, I was all about cheer. Senior year, I kind of drifted off, but
Samantha?
Yeah, and high school for me, high school for me was fun, like, without a doubt. And also, like, I, figured out who my real friends are, stuff like that. You go through friends and stuff. So that was high school, kind of figuring myself out.
I think that's kind of the main, like, goal, is to kind of just find out who you are. Not, like, really who you are, but just kind of, like, get an idea.
Yeah.
And just figure out, like, all right, this is where I'm going, and what you like and you don't like. Mm-hmm. What do you like in a person? What do you like in a companion? Because those are two different things.
And also, like, sport-wise, like, my freshman year, I wanted to do it all. Like, I wanted to play every sport, but obviously, that it just wasn't for me. But, so, then I found the sport that I liked the most, and then, from that, I made friends, and then classes that I would take, you make friends, and you just kind of...
Yeah, freshman year,
your way through.
Me and Sam didn't really ever run into each other.
I
wasn't in athletics, so I was never around her when she did soccer. We didn't.
Did
really
sports
have
just not interest
classes.
you at that time, or?
No, I did cheer and track, but I just wasn't really ever around her group of friends, and she wasn't ever really around mine. I don't know. In high school, I switched through a lot of different cliques.
As did I.
Yeah.
So I mean. You both, and plus, we talked about this last episode, and they said that y'all liked last episode. You found it entertaining, so I thank you for that. So y'all were part of this group of people that got a little bit extra attention than most other people. I think you know what I'm talking about. So, like, what was, I mean, did you think it was bad that you guys got this extra attention from other people? I mean, did you,
No, I don't think it was bad at all. I just felt like there was more to the people in our school than, like, yeah, we had that group, that group would talk, all those people, the boys and the girls. But, outside of that group, there was also other people, different cliques that were also, just as cool. So
Yeah.
I think a lot, like with me, it's like, yeah, I hung out with those people, the cool group.
Yes,
and stuff.
that's the perfect way to put it.
But I also had, friends that were smart, taking, what are they called? AP classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of friends in those classes too. I had a lot of friends, really in a lot of cliques, but that was not my freshman year. Like, that was like sophomore, junior, senior, like when I was just kind of finding myself.
That's what I think freshman year is. And Maddie, you can get your point of view on that if you want to.
I don't really know what to say.
Well, because it's like, I feel like, because it's like, because I personally was kind of like cool with kind of everybody.
Yeah.
I was just kind of just there. Like, if I saw both of y'all, I'd be like, hey, Maddie, hey, Samantha.
Yeah.
And that was about it. Y'all both say hi back and whatever. But I think the cool part about high school as just it, like, as a thing, is because we're in like a small town, everybody knows everybody. But that's all. There's also a disadvantage to that.
Everybody knows
Because
everything about everybody.
Yeah, so
Everybody's business.
Yeah, everybody's business. You go to Walmart and you run into like 5 people that you know.
Yes.
I don't like that because sometimes I'm trying to get it and go. Like, like I came here for a reason and I'm trying to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Go to Tiger Mart to pump gas and you see like 3 people, walking in. I'm like, oh, hey. Dang it. Why didn't I put on makeup?
Well, thing is that we'll talk about from y'all's perspective. You just brought up a really good point. Guys' appearance. Do you think guys care about their appearance more than girls, or girls care about their appearance more? But I'm talking about overall appearance. I'm not talking about physical. I'm talking about like how you come off as a person, how you act in public, how you
I mean, I think girls care more, but you do have those guys that are like, I need to look nice in this, or I need to talk respectful to this, or you have some guys, and then some guys who just don't care.
Yeah.
But then you have that with girls too. Girls who really care about what people think, and some girls who just don't care at all.
I just think that if I feel like you should care enough to know that you're a human being and to be healthy and like all that other good stuff. Yeah. But I feel like the way you portray yourself in the public around, like, say, like, you're going to the mall, you're not gonna act like a fool in the mall.
Right.
It's kind of those things where you have to know these kind of things. But let's split this a little bit. Let's talk to Maddie for a minute. What made you become a cheerleader?
Oh, okay. Well, I cheered ever since I was like itty bitty, like, I don't even remember.
Basically.
Yeah, like I was like toddler, like, I don't know, my mom just, when I was younger, I was always one of those girls, like I had older cousins in the family that were cheerleaders, and so I was always at the games, like, sitting there at the rail, like, watching my cousin cheer and stuff, and I just always wanted to, I don't know, be out there in the cheer uniform, shaking the pom-poms, like, I just always wanted that to be me.
So you would say you're an outgoing person, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I get told I am, so sometimes I get shy, but no, I think I'm pretty outgoing.
Sometimes I think you are, because we've both been in public settings with each other. Sometimes there's times where you need to be outgoing, and there's some times where you just need to just kind of just hang back.
Yeah.
And the difference that I think between, because you brought up about girls who don't care and girls who care, do you think like they care for a specific reason, or that's just kind of like in their nature, basically? What I mean by that, here I'll elaborate. Like, what I mean by that is, like, do you think like they care because they want to attract a certain boy or girl, doesn't matter, or they just, like, it's in your human nature, like, oh, this is just me, like, I just dress like this, basically?
No, I mean, I guess there could be some people that are like, this is just me, this is just how I roll, but really, in reality, I feel like everyone does that to like impress someone, to stand out in a way, to get noticed in a way. Like I feel like, you know,
like in a way some people do it for the attention, like the attention they want from a certain
Yes.
someone.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, attention can be bad and it also can be good. First of all, I would like to say this public service announcement. Social media ruins lives, people.
Agreed.
So,
Yeah.
so I tell people to be cautious. You know, the reason I tweet the stuff I say is because I could just tweet it and someone can be like, "Oh, that's something that Hunter would say." Like I don't tweet just random things. I whatever's on my mind, I'll just put I'll take one thought, put it out there, and that's it. So, what do you say to people like? I don't want to say a term that might offend people, so I'm gonna say like an Instagram girl, if you get what I'm saying.
Instagram girl.
Like, what is your total opinion of that? Like, how girls who kind of, I'm trying to think of the word, like, use their body to get likes, basically.
Got you. What do I think about that?
Yeah,
I
because
think that's like attention whore-ish.
I mean, yeah, basically kind of like, okay, well, no, you have girls that, let me say this, because you do have girls that are just very confident in their body. Like, they just love their body. They love looking at themselves in the mirror constantly. So they're like, they take pictures of themselves and they're like, yeah, you know, I'm going to put this up.
they
I
feel
look
good about
beautiful.
themselves.
I want people to see it. Yeah, you have those girls.
I agree with that.
And then you also have girls that, you know, like,
Just do it to get attention.
Like I'm crying on Instagram because
He
I'm
broke
so
my
sad.
heart.
Like, that's attention. Like, that's attention. You're like, what are we supposed to do about it? Feel bad for you?
Do you think there's a blur? Do you think the line is blurred between personal, like, stuff that should be on social media and there's stuff that should not? Do you think that line's blurred a little bit?
Well, yeah. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't put anything like that on Instagram for people to see. You know, that's just more like, you know,
That's
my business.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've seen this multiple times where, you know, girls will put themselves in like the situations that can like potentially like ruin their reputation, and people say like, oh, I don't care about my reputation. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You care about your
To
reputation.
me, personality wins.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
You have a fun personality. You're sweet. You know, you're feisty. You know, you're just you.
Feisty?
If you're you.
Hold on, feisty? Wait, hold on. What do you mean by feisty?
It's part of a personality.
Like feisty as in meaning like
like
rebellious?
Yeah. No,
Or feisty like you got an attitude, like you got an attitude.
Feisty, like, I feel like you mean like feisty, like you don't care to give attitude sometimes, and like I don't know.
Yeah, kind of. I guess.
She snapped multiple times, people. Just letting you know.
Maybe not feisty, more just like. I don't know what we're trying to talk about.
Daredevil, like
Not afraid to do anything, or
I don't know, but basically what I'm just trying to get
Samantha
to is
I'll
like
tell you what to do,
personality is like wins over looks. You know,
Same
like if you have a
here.
great personality, like
hold.
looks
when I
really
look
don't
for
matter.
stuff in a guy,
Time
At
out.
the end of it all, you're gonna get old. You're
Time
getting
out.
old
Time out.
eventually.
Time out. Okay, so both of y'all agree that personality wins over looks.
Yes.
Are you positive about this?
Okay, well,
Because I feel like girls blur the line completely when they talk about it, and I'm just like,
no, okay. Here's my opinion on it. Is I think that when I look for stuff in a guy, which I mean, personality I think is the main thing to look for in person, because
that's number one top of your list.
Yes, because I'm not the type of person like, yes, clearly I'm gonna judge, you know, your looks, but that's not all to me. Like, if you could be sexy as hell, and if you ain't got a good personality, you ain't shit to me. Like,
Talk about it.
I'm
Like,
just saying.
because there's a lot of good-looking girls that just have
Yeah, but
terrible
but like
personalities.
I said, they're young right now, good looking right now, but when they're 80, like, what do you think they're gonna
Yo,
look like?
Samantha's thinking long term right
No, I'm
now.
saying, what do you think they're
That
gonna look
personality
like?
gonna need to kick in.
That
Yeah.
personality, you're gonna need it. Not your looks can't.
And
last
that's
you
for a
forever,
specific. That's just for a specific long-term relationship. Basically, is what
I mean, I
is the way
guess.
you think
I
think
mean,
of it.
it could be with anything. like friend wise, like if you want to keep a friend around, Maddie's personality is awesome. Like she's a good friend.
So
you know? So
I tell people that all the time. You know what I'm saying? And like, do you think relationship talk, # relationship talk right now. Let's start with Samantha. What's 3 things? We're not gonna do 5. Okay. Let's do 3 things that you look for in a dude that you would like. Okay, I could see this working. This could be a nice relationship.
Well, effort. Effort is a really big thing in
Talk about
relationships. You know, just like what I give to you, I want in return. So you know, effort. You know, fairness, like 50-50. That's a very important thing too. And just someone who can keep me happy, really.
Trust would be one of them.
Yeah, trust, honesty.
I mean, Maddie, your 3 things?
My 3 things are, can I still say looks? Because that's my number 1. So, like...
I don't want to say... I know you, Maddie, and you looked at me and I don't take you seriously right now.
I meant personality. Personality is my first, and the next 2 things I think I would look for in someone... I would look for looks next, probably, and then how they treat their mom.
Whoa, hold on. Talk about it. Hold on.
Because exactly how you treat your mom is, like, I feel like all guys, like, their mom is their number 1 woman. You know,
Facts.
like, their number 1.
Facts.
So how you treat your mom reflects on how you're going to treat the girl you marry. Like,
wow. Yo, she's dropping major keys right now, man.
There's
so
many things to a relationship, like... You can't just.
That's why I'm not
3
in one.
things.
I can't do it.
Well, what would it be if a dude was to impress one of you? It could be either one of you or both of you could say something. What would that guy like the first if he came up to you and approached you? What would the first thing he would kind of have to do or show you basically?
Okay, I'll tell you this. The one thing I
Respect.
hate. The one thing I hate is a guy who is too cocky right off the bat and thinks automatically he can win you over. Like, oh wow, you're that cocky? Like, no. Turn it down.
I mean, like, would you rather? But then again, would you rather have a shy guy just randomly just walk over to you all nervous?
I don't want a shy guy. I want a guy that's gonna come up to me and talk to me like a friend,
not
like
cocky.
a friend.
There's a difference between confidence and cockiness.
Yeah,
there
there's
is.
someone just trying to like get to know you, but then there's also people who are just trying to sleep with you, and it's disgusting. It's like,
yeah. Do y'all believe in the DM thing where the whole do you guys let dudes slide in your DMs, or you just were like, nope, I don't even. It doesn't matter who you are. If you want
to slide in my DMs and, just compliment me or something, I'll reply and be, oh my gosh, yeah, thank you, you're nice. But,
she did a hair flip, by the way.
Like, if you message me and you're just like, hey, or you use some, like, sloppy pickup line or some cheesy thing, I'm probably going to be like, no offense, but I'm not going to reply. Have a good day, though.
Samantha, what would be your take?
What's the question again?
Well,
really. Slide in the DMs.
Yeah, slide in the DMs. Do you think that's effective, basically?
No, I think it's dumb. I think it's all dumb. I hate social media. Really. The only thing I get on is Snapchat. I get on Twitter every now and then, but really I just retweet stuff. I don't ever really
I've been in a relationship with someone that I met through Twitter.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. You don't have to say names, but how did that happen? Talk about it.
Okay, well, he was actually from Rockwall, and, like, we knew, like, a lot of the same friends. Like, we had a lot of the same friends, but we did meet each other through Twitter, and we did start by messaging through Twitter, and I think he messaged me something cheesy, like, about, like, how pretty my smile was, or, like, my eyes were pretty, or something dumb. But, I mean, it started the relationship. Needless to say, it didn't end well, so probably not gonna start another relationship through Twitter. But I mean, yeah, it happened. It wasn't too bad, but
I mean, hopefully it ended on a good note.
No, it didn't. He was dumb.
So okay. More relationship talk. Do you think the friends with benefits title works? The theory behind it, basically people who don't know what friends with benefits means, basically doing all the things that relationship is, but just not putting a relationship statement on it.
Not the title.
I say no, it doesn't work only because hanging out with a certain person, you know, basically doing everything you would in a relationship, you know,
spending time with
them,
being
people
around
start
them.
to catch feelings.
One's gonna.
If the guy doesn't
Yes.
catch feelings, the girl will. If the girl doesn't, the guy will. It's like that, you know, unless I don't know.
feel like friends with benefits leads to expectations, which lead to disappointments.
Wow.
I feel like you start to expect more, and you just get let down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's people that I've asked the same similar question, and they think, if that's the way y'all want to work, then go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Knock yourself out.
Yeah.
But I think that if you're going to go through all of that and then just not put a relationship, I think some people, maybe those two people are probably scared of commitment.
Maybe so.
Yeah, maybe.
I see that.
But you do have people like nowadays that just like, you know, do it for the experience, move on to the next people experience.
What do you mean by experience?
Like, I don't know, like sexual experience, I guess, and then like getting to know someone, and then just in like testing the waters, I guess. Like
I think that should be a good way. That's a good way to get in a relationship. Is just kind of just test the waters.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then, you know, when you're ready, then settle down. So maybe some people can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can't.
I mean,
I think most of the time it just ends up like not good.
I mean, now with, again, more relationship talk. Scenario. You guys are about to go out, like y'all both in relationships basically, and you know you're about to go. It's girls' night basically, and you guys are about to go out and you're all dressed up, blah 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 blah, and you know, do you think girls ask for more attention at like public settings more than guys do, or do you think that because like, you know, your significant other can like look at you and you're like, he'd be like, damn, and then he'd be like, I don't know about you going out looking like that. Like, would you change clothes if he said that to you? Or
hell no. No, what I want to wear is what I want to wear. Like, you can't control what I have on my body, but I do have respect for my significant other. I'm not gonna go out and just
be flirtatious.
Act like a slut, you know,
Yeah.
like it's not who I am, and so it's not what I would do. But I mean, I like to dress up for myself, what I feel beautiful in, you know, what I think I look good in.
She always says that.
And so, so no, I'm not gonna change that for anyone. And
but I'm glad you actually respect the fact, because I think that means that, you know, they want. It's kind of like a want, like they want you to themselves, basically.
Yeah.
I think everybody needs.
But more than anything, I feel like it, like, well, I guess if it was a girls' night out, you know, my boyfriend wouldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I would just have fun with my girls. That'd be my only intention.
I wouldn't change outfits either.
Party
if I
with my
felt good in
girls.
it, you bet I'm going out in it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
this is the way I look at it. And if a guy stares at me, I feel like your boyfriend, like since he's already yours, he should, you know, like if a guy's staring at you or a guy hits on you, it drives me insane when like guys go to like straight, like, did you just hit on my girl? I'm gonna kick your ass now, like, or something dumb like that.
0 to 100, real
Why
quick.
don't you just like be like, yeah,
I know.
like that's my girl, like I know.
That's
you know?
I mean, I think that's a good way of approaching it, because one, that makes the girl think like, oh, okay, he actually, like, you know, like that makes her feel good, basically, like she, you know, means something. And two, that shows that he wants this relationship just as much as you do.
Yes.
And I feel like, you know, assurance is another thing that needs to be established.
Yes.
Music talk.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. Okay, so the first thing is, I'll start this because you two, there's so many. There's different outlets of music to choose from. There's Spotify, there's Apple Music, which is fantastic because I have it, and there's, you know, either finding files on a computer, which is, you know, the more complex type. But y'all choose SoundCloud. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but Maddie brought up a good point before we got on air and said you can't find anything original. So what makes you guys gravitate more to SoundCloud more than anything else?
Okay, well, I think that SoundCloud, it really doesn't have a lot of original, but
it has a lot of different.
Yeah, like
stuff
you can
don't hear
like
on the
you can
radio.
legit find like underground rappers. Like I swear, and I will argue with anyone listening to this video cast right now.
True.
She already knows what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Me and Sam found Russ. we found him and we put him out there, and everyone in Royce City started listening to him. Like, I swear.
Oh, that's about. I swear, Maddie's about to take. Like, I'm the responsibility why he's famous right
like,
now.
We've known about him. We've known about.
I
him.
did that. I mean,
but
exactly.
we only found him through SoundCloud. Like,
Yeah.
there's like so many people that.
Underground rappers
Yeah,
that aren't.
I mean, look at perfect example, Bryson Tiller.
Yeah,
Bryson Tiller got famous
There we
off
go.
of Don't that was on SoundCloud for like ever,
Yes.
and then his rocket ship took to the freaking moon. So I mean, I understand that, but that's just my thing. I mean, I think there's more. Yes, it's the underground.
So it's just different.
It's
music
different.
that you don't hear.
It's
all
different
the time.
variety and all of that stuff.
And they have a lot of remixes, and I like remixes.
Remixes, yeah. We're
So-
Especially
so
like
many,
Odessa
we're into
kind of
different
music,
stuff.
you know, like slow, like chill music. Like, I love remixes to like that kind of stuff.
So y'all must be concert junkies also.
We don't really go to many. We always talk about going to
Yeah.
them. Like, we need to go to this. We want to go. We actually, though, what we've been talking about is going to a rave because, or something like that, EDM music. Because
We've been practicing.
We've been
our-
really
our
shuffling.
shuffling.
Just shuffling.
Oh my god.
We
Oh,
really have
man.
been like looking up step by step, like
We've
videos
always-
on YouTube how to
Something
shuffle.
about me and Maddie and our group of friends is we've always been really into dancing. Like, that's always something we've been into. Let's make up a dance to this, or let's go over here and twerk. Like, let's do this.
Let's go over here and twerk.
Yeah, we
That's
were
funny.
always
Let me
dancing,
tell you a
and-
memory. When me and Sam were,
Story time.
When we and Sam were younger, I would say we were
How
probably
young?
in 6th grade. Okay?
Oh my
Sixth
god.
grade.
Okay, yeah.
We
it's
would make
pretty
up
good.
these little dances, and I wish I could show y'all the moves, but we would make up these little dances in these songs, and we would literally come up with, like, I'll sing the song, and it went like this: Texas girls, star, woo! And then we would, like, kick our leg up in the air on woo!
And then eventually that changed to baby girls, star.
Woo! And then it changed again to sexy girls.
Did I not tell you this was going to be interesting? They make up their own dances. They love SoundCloud.
They also made a music video.
Hold on. Where can this be found?
We have our own freestyle. About each other.
About each other?
No, let me tell y'all this. Maddie, she is good at freestyling, but only when it comes to talking shit about me. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yo!
It's
I
crazy.
swear,
But
no.
when she does, everything flows good, sounds good. It's like, whoa,
I'm gonna
that
make
was
this
good,
happen.
but like,
No,
damn.
I'm gonna make this happen. Or if y'all wanna make this happen, hit me on Twitter, whatever. Sam versus Maddie in a rap battle. Let's
Oh
make it.
my God,
Let's
I
make
do
it
it.
happen. Let's make it happen.
I
I don't
can do
care.
it.
I will put it on Twitter. I will
My
do
name
it.
is Maddie.
Well, okay, so let's backtrack for a little bit because I said that we were going to address
Music.
that too, and how all of us know each other.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
the first time I ever met both of these people, it was 6th grade,
Yeah.
What class?
PE.
Yay!
Yep.
It was PE.
It was PE.
And
Me too.
some people who know me closely, I don't know if it's gone away over the years, but I used to have asthma when I was a little kid. Really bad. And during like 6th through like 8th grade is when it was like kind of acting up just a little bit. And
Yeah.
I don't know what we were doing.
If you
I think
know-
we were
We
outside.
were on the track.
We were
if you-
outside.
People, if you know all three of us and you were in middle school with us, you know this story.
Yeah, so I don't know what I was doing. I was running around, and all of a sudden, like, people who've ever had a asthma attack before, it usually your heart starts pumping a little bit fast, and then your chest starts to hurt, and then you kind of find it difficult to breathe. And it's kind of like, it's almost like a panic attack, but with breathing complications, and it was bad. And these two girls were the first people on the scene and was like, we need to get this kid to the nurse, like, right now. They didn't know who I was. They were just like, okay, he's not in a good shape. We need to get him. And I thank them for that all the time. So I'm going to just give y'all a round of applause.
You're welcome. You saved your life.
And now every time Sam sees me, she's like, hey, saved your life.
Yeah.
And I was like, so, and I know both of y'all in different lights. Me and Sam, of course, that way. I know Maddie from just being a good friend, being there when she's down, being there when things are cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think another thing I wanted to talk about was, I think y'all may do this, but that's just every friendship. There's nothing wrong with us. But when one friend doesn't like somebody else, do you think that the other friend should not like them as well, just for no reason behind it?
No, not no reason. Like, not for no reason. Like, I think, like, there's been incidents where so many people have just hated on Maddie, from the past.
Facts.
All they know is
Facts.
Maddie from the past.
Facts.
And so they hate on her and they judge her from the past, and
Facts.
that I don't like. So it's like, if you're just judging her off the past, then
You haven't
I don't
moved
like you.
on
Like,
from where that
like,
was.
No, like, that's my best friend. She's changed, she's different, but some people don't believe that. It's whatever.
That's just different people, and I feel like if you surround yourself with a good amount of people, I certainly believe the phrase that too many friends are it's kind of toxic.
It's crazy.
It's too many to keep up with, too many all this. But in freshman year it was cool. You can be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
But throughout, like, when you get senior and graduate, it's nice to have those good 3-4 friends that you can just do anything you want to. And I feel like y'all have stuck through, I think, the most difficult time, which is high school, basically all 3 of those years. And that's commendable. Because, there's, of course, high school drama that just comes with everywhere.
Yes.
I don't know any high school that doesn't have it.
Exactly.
And then there's there's social media, which I believe when we were in high school that Twitter was an after school activity.
Yeah, I love it too. Like, we went elementary together. We didn't like each other. Middle school.
Y'all didn't like each other in elementary school?
Elementary school, we did not like.
Did somebody steal somebody's boyfriend or something?
No, we actually fought over this one girl. I would always be like, she's my best friend. Sam would be like, no, she's my best friend.
So that was what 5th grade was like for us. 6th grade, we were like, okay, we can both be her friend, But then when we started hanging out, we were like, hey, like, I like you, and she liked me, and so then we became friends, like, on our own. And so we went through middle school and high school together, and now we're going through college together, like, growing up, adult life.
Facts.
And so that's just really cool.
But y'all live together?
Yes.
Oh my God, y'all both said that at the same time. I don't know, because I can't, there's some people that I like that are like my best friends, but I just wouldn't live with them.
I'm a needy person, like, needless to say, I'm a needy person. And I don't know, we talk about it all the time, and I always tell her, like, right now with this, like, say we're, like, chilling at my house or something, and no one's home and it's just me and her, and she's sitting here making us lunch or something, I'll always just be like, this is what it would be like if we lived together. You'd be in the kitchen making me lunch.
Wait, hold on. Why would she be making... You ever going to make her make you lunch?
She has made me lunch before.
I was just going to say...
She'll be like, hey, you want to come over after school? I'll make you some mac and cheese with this on the side.
That's a friend! That's a friend!
I know, right?
That is a friend.
Lucky me.
You know what I'm saying? So, y'all's friendship is like... what everybody else wants. It's like... I'm pretty sure y'all can be without each other for, like...
Not long.
Hold it. Really?
We FaceTime every morning.
Every single morning.
Every single morning?
Yeah, and have about a conversation for like an hour. Yeah.
Really?
And then the next hour we're hanging out. Like,
it's
whoa.
And if we're not together, like, we text each other. I don't want to say like boyfriend girlfriend, but like we can just easily be like, hey, what's up? Like, we just talk. We're always talking.
Y'all are really connected.
We have separation problems, like, for
real.
So
if I was to make a bet that one of y'all, that both of y'all couldn't go out with each other for a week, would y'all do it?
No.
Y'all wouldn't go a whole week without no texting, no social media, no nothing. A lot of
people do get in relationships, drop all their friends and stuff. Like, I have a boyfriend right now, but I make sure to have time for Maddie. Like, I need my Maddie time.
You just brought up a really good point. Is it when the girl's in a relationship, and this is specifically talking to Samantha, sorry, Maddie. So like, when a girl is in a relationship, is it okay for that girl to have guy friends? From a person in a relationship standpoint.
And this has been a really hard thing for me because when I was single, like, for most of my high school, like, guy friends is what I made a lot of guy friends. I had girlfriends, but when I got my boyfriend, I just realized that a lot of my guy friends weren't genuine friends. Like, at the end of the day, they would try to get with me, and I was like, wow, like, I never knew you were like that. Like, I never knew those were your intentions with me. So a lot of my guy friends did get cut off, for that reason, because their intentions weren't to be my friends.
That's reasonable.
They just acted like my friends because they wanted to be more or get something more out of me.
Yeah.
And some I still talk to. Like Trey's a really good friend, and
shout out to Trey.
And me and my boyfriend get along really well. Like, there's some guys who genuinely do have respect for your relationship.
Facts.
And so those guys, I think it's okay.
I mean, like, I think that's one thing that you kind of have to look to from an outsider point, because that whole always gets out of control and misleading and misunderstanding. Like, for instance, I could be hanging out with Sam and it could just look bad.
Mm-hmm.
It just look really bad. But then you tell the story and it's like, oh, we're just homies. It's nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So, that's basically how I've felt about it. Basic top. We'll get a top 5 from Maddie right now. Top 5 either it's favorite artist, musician, whatever.
Don't
whatever.
even ask me, because I can't answer that. Okay.
See, hold on. Before Maddie goes. See, people, I ask this question because I feel like the 5 artists that you listen to music shapes your personality sometimes.
5 artists that you listen to, okay?
Let me look it up.
Our answers are going to be the same, though, because everything's...
Because y'all are like twins, basically.
So I would say my number 1, and always going to be my number 1, and I cannot stand when people talk crap about him because he's not gay, and he will never be gay, Young Thug.
Hold on. Stop. Hold on. Stop. Okay. For the longest time, because some of the stuff he does is a little bit questionable, but I'm like, but I don't remember what it was. I heard something or I saw something, and I'm like, that's just him. Like, that's just who he is.
Exactly.
That's just who he is.
He's just a guy that does extra and tries harder and cares more.
And he has a girlfriend, fiance, I think. So, like...
And she's cute, like...
Yeah, for, like, real talk, she's actually not that bad looking at all. So, like, people... And so, here's my thing. I think Young Thug's a very different artist.
Mm-hmm.
He's in his own world. Go ahead.
Young Thug, I do like his music. I do. Me and Maddie jam out to it like crazy. But I did watch this one video one time where he was freestyling and...
It was bad.
It was bad.
Well, because there's a difference between like
freestyling and writing.
That's where you go from rappers to artists. I mean, I feel like then people are gonna come for my neck for this. I already can tell. I feel like Drake's just an artist. Like I don't think.
Like him.
I like Drake.
Hold on. Everybody has their opinion of Drake every time somebody comes on the show. What is the problem with Drake, Maddie?
Nothing.
Drake is too crybaby to me.
Like, what do you mean crybaby?
All his music, I feel like, is sad and soppy and story.
Have you ever heard Controller? Hold on.
I'm just kidding. I like that song. I like Controller.
So you like his music?
There we go. Hardly ever.
But she wouldn't put him in the top 5, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's one of my top 5. Let's see.
Russ.
Okay, that's fine.
Russ is good.
Lil Uzi Vert.
He's
we
good.
listen to him.
Lil Uzi, I've been listening to Lil Uzi for like the past week, and listen, I feel fantastic every time I get out of the car. Like I'm like I am a new man because I like his.
Future.
Okay, yes.
Future's good.
I went to see him at Jambalaya, and it was crazy. So, by the way, shout out to the kid who has a video of me dancing to Future in the middle of it.
I'm making a lot of hate for this one, but one of my favorite artists, and she has always been one of my favorites growing up. Taylor Swift.
Ew.
Really?
Like,
there's rumors of her and Drake dating.
Yeah, I heard that. Like, I'm not into all the drama. I'm not into her life and stuff.
You just like her music.
I like her music.
Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, Maddie. You said Young Thug and Russ.
Yeah, Young Thug, Russ, Lil Uzi Vert. I dig Suicide Boys. I've been listening to them.
Oh, so you like Puya and all of them?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay.
Who else? Odessa. I'm big into Odessa.
Oh, yeah.
And for people who don't know who Odessa, could you shed a little bit of light?
Yeah, I don't really know how to explain Odessa music. It's like, I would say, like a mix of like a type of, I don't even know. Like, it's just, I feel like it's a lot of beats.
Like house music would be a good way to, if house music.
How would you describe Odessa? Not
Like a toned down Skrillex
not
kind
like,
of?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Way turned down. Like, it's more like a hippie kind of beat, but it's still...
Like, you can just play this around the house and just relax.
Energy. Kind of. Like, it makes your morning better. Like, you wake up and you're like, okay, like, I'm riding this with my windows down.
Yeah.
Like, it's really good. Like,
Now,
Yeah.
I preach this all the time. I think music is not just like sounds, it's an art form. And I feel like it can change people's lives.
Yeah.
And
I was just about to
Their
name
moods,
someone.
like everything. I think music is
Do you
like
know who
almost
YG Tut
everything.
is?
YG Tut?
Yeah, you do.
Talk about it.
Okay.
Talk about
well,
it.
My boyfriend showed me him, and there's a song called Sheba with Angel May, and that honestly is my absolute favorite song, just because everything that he's saying in that is so real, and it's just so good. And
Are y'all fans of J. Cole?
J. Cole, I like J. Cole.
Well, because I mean, and I there's still rumors about him like possibly retiring, and
What?
because
I
okay,
heard
do
that.
y'all? I know y'all are always in the public. 'Cause y'all are outgoing girls, so y'all are always out in the public, and y'all know what's going on. So, do y'all like these like this new wave of like different type of artists like Lil Uzi, Lil Yachty, 21, Kodak?
I do.
I mean, because there's people that are what are called old heads
Some
that
think it's just not music.
it's not music,
Yeah.
but I just feel like I have different ways. Like, I know where rap's roots come from, like
Yeah.
from the 90s, because I love Wu-Tang, and that's from the 90s and all that stuff. Like, I know where the roots come from, but I'm not gonna single out like a Kodak song because it's evolving. It's what it is.
Exactly. It's just making something new.
It's just
something new for people to hear.
It's something, and I feel like people shit on Yachty, shit on Uzi, but that Lil Yachty is not somebody you listen to while you're just lying around in the house, or listen to for bars. Like, if you want to listen to something for bars, listen to somebody like Kendrick Lamar or something like that. Okay. And I just feel like people are so quick to judge if you got like color in your hair, or you don't follow the footsteps of Biggie or Tupac or somebody like that you're just like, you're not a rapper. Yeah. I just feel like it's their own genre of music. Like, I feel like Lil Uzi's his only little genre of music or whatever. I feel like Yachty is, Kodak is, 20, all those four, I guess those are four, I fucking can't count. But those, I mean, they're just trying to make something new for somebody else. I mean, because everybody has different ears. Like, y'all may not like the same stuff that I do, and I might not like the same stuff as y'all do. So it's something for everybody.
So what are your 5?
My 5? See, listen, I was raised... See, no, I wasn't even going to look at my phone because I already know. So, I was raised on a lot of rap. Like, I really was. Like, my mom, she listened to Mary J. Blige when I was a kid.
Oh, I love her.
She listened to LL Cool J. She was in love with LL Cool J.
With the licking the lips.
Stop, because like, for real, like, so I was a lot of reason. And then my dad loves country and rock and stuff. Like, my dad, one of my favorite dad's artists is Billy Idol, and he loves country music as well. But he thinks the mainstream country is like terrible. That's what everybody else is telling me now.
That's what everyone says.
So he listens to just this old stuff. And when I was like 4 or 5, I knew all the words to Godsmack, which is weird, and I was like, I don't remember that. But my top 5 really, and everybody does something for me, not just musically but personally. Joey Badass is number 1 because, 1, I met Joey, and he's probably one of the coolest people of all time I've ever met. Wow. Like, I think, like, he kind of like taught me how to like be myself and just not remember what was in the past. Just be who you are in the moment. 2 is Dom Kennedy because Dom Kennedy kind of gave me, 1, he gave me really great advice on being like with girls, just to be cool, calm, and collected. Like, you don't have to be over, you don't have to be like step away. You don't have to be all hyper and stuff. You just be in the cut, just relax.
Yourself,
Currency, just because I think he has like the greatest driving music of all time, and Mac is one of them.
Mac
Miller.
Yes.
She wants to go to his concert soon.
I'm going. That's my birthday present is Mac Miller tickets.
gosh.
Okay, well, I really want to go. Like, I love his music.
Yeah, I
See,
mean,
my best friend, my old best friend, down Maddie, don't be jealous. She was in love with him. She's the one who put me on Mac Miller. And I was like, oh wow, he's actually good, Joanna. I was like, wow, he's actually good. And she's in love with Joanna's in love with him.
yeah,
So
Joanna's
she listened to him.
Shout out
all
to Joanna.
the time.
That's my dog. Like Mac kind of was just like, dude, have fun. That's Mac. I think that's what the vibe that Mac gives off. Not now, because Mac is on some other like damn funk stuff. Like if you listen to his new album called The Divine Feminine, which is beautiful. He's also dating Ariana Grande, by the way, which is.
I love that. I love that.
She's so cute.
Yeah, but they're like, they have like a friendship relationship.
Yeah, like they're homies basically.
Yeah, I follow her on Snapchat, so.
So shouts out to Mac for that. But I urge everybody to go listen to Divine Feminine. It's like he says it's a story about love basically and all his past relationships, I guess. And yeah, that's basically my top 5 because everybody speaks to me in one different thing. Because the first ever album I ever bought is the rapper's name is The Game, and it's a documentary one, and it was like old West Coast Dr. Dre stuff. So because back you had CD players. Right. I know everybody remembers CD players, and that's what I had. I had three CDs. I had Nellyville. I had that, and I had something else. It was a 50 Cent album or something like that. And then because that's what I did, and I remember one time I lost those other 2 CDs, and for a whole weekend I listened to nothing but Nellyville, and Nelly was.
Back in the day, Chris Brown was my baby.
Yeah,
oh my goodness, Chris Brown.
Aren't you proud of Chris Brown for like how far he's came through all like the drama and through?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I was so in love with him, and then he hit Rihanna, and then I was just like over it. His music though still was good.
But then again, something good came out of this. I mean, he has a daughter now.
Yes.
So I think that's it changed his whole perspective.
I guess I don't really keep up like that. Like on. Yeah.
That's from my personal standpoint.
I mean, I knew he had a daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we I don't know what we covered, but we covered a lot of stuff, man. I mean, we covered y'all's interesting but entertaining relationship. We've covered relationships. We've covered middle school, high school. We've covered music. We've covered a lot of stuff.
Social media.
Yeah, we talked about social media. And before we get to the closing portion of this, I would just like to say, and I've met a lot of people such as Taylor and Bansky that are very interesting people. All 4 of y'all are very interesting in each of y'all's way. One, if you ever see them in public or get a chance to like talk to them as a conversation, but one of them or both of them at the same time, because if you get both of them at the same time, it's gonna be pretty funny. So just talk to them, because I mean I feel like y'all are approachable.
Yeah.
You're not y'all
They're
aren't
nice people.
Yeah. Like regardless, like drama we've had in the past with girls, whatever, like
me and Sam, we seriously, like, just to like short and sweet that up, we really have grown up. We don't hold grudges. We don't remember things from the past. Like, you're nice to me, we're nice to you. Like, you stay out of my way. Like, we just live our life.
Because let's be honest. I mean, it's not any secret. Both of you have your reputations have been attacked and compromised, and I feel like it doesn't matter what the past was as long as you know exactly who you are now, and just not to do it again.
Exactly.
Basically, because what I'm saying, because the way I see both of you are totally different from what everybody else does. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see y'all just regular people.
Yeah,
like,
and everyone's gonna have their own opinion, and that's okay.
That is okay. And I think people should just accept, like, some people just may not like you, and that's okay. Life. That's really life. Whatever. That's life. So, any like advice for people that are kind of like maybe going through that where their past is just kind of trying
really,
to haunt them?
It won't matter. Like, it won't matter in 4 years from now. Whatever drama you're in now, it won't matter 4 years from now. Like, once you're out of high school, really all that matters is like the real world, like your life. What are you going to do with your life? So really, I think that's something that people should focus on, like the people they're going to have in their lives. But I also think that they should experience things. Like, that's such a big
don't be afraid to live, people.
Yeah,
don't be afraid to live.
Have fun, get in trouble, like
wait, hold on.
You need to experience a little of everything, just so you know.
The advice
maybe
I would
trouble, but
the advice I would give is, at the end of the day, every single day, no matter what, at the end of the day, you need to be happy. You need to make sure that deep inside yourself you are happy. Do what makes you happy. Do you, and just keep smiling.
Because
that's the advice I would give someone.
I couldn't be more proud of both of you. I couldn't, because y'all both came from they came from crap, and just like, you know what, we're just gonna leave that behind and just keep going. It's just, that's exactly what it is.
It's the only thing you can do. You can't dwell on it.
And even together, like, ask me and Samantha yourself, like, we have been through hell and back times 20 together. And if we can accomplish everything that has happened, everything that's been said, just everyone's opinions, like, anyone can, really.
Just a little bit of insight on behind the scenes here at Flight 96, which is currently just a one-man operation, as me. But before any episode, doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter what it is, I always rehearse my lines, as everybody should. And my original intro for you two was what just Maddie just said. That y'all went through. Yeah, y'all just went through hell and back, and then went back, and then went hell and back, and then went back. So I'm just saying. So basically, it's the long-term friendships that mean the most, basically. Yes. So, as we end this show, which is now 51 minutes, which is pretty nice, we're gonna start with whoever wants to go first. Song of the day.
We can do my song first.
Let's go with.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and share it. I mean, if there's any positive messages.
Play it or just say it?
No, you just say it.
Oh, okay. Comfortable by K-Camp. Well, it's a really cute song. Obviously, he's talking about the girl that he's into.
Of course.
But it's just like, not only the words are cute, but the beat. It's just a fun beat.
Yeah.
So it automatically makes you smile.
It's got a little bit of guitar behind there. It's pretty nice.
So it's just good. It's just a fun song, and it always puts me in a good mood. So every time it comes, like, for a while, it was my favorite song. I played it all the time, every day. Facts. And I don't hear it as much anymore, but when it comes on, like...
Oh, snap, that's my jam.
Blast the radio, everyone stop talking, I'm about to get it. Like.
Yeah. Maddie?
My favorite song is Powerful by Major Lazer. And,
Major Lazer's tight.
Yeah, it features Ellie Goulding in it, but I like the El Freaky remix. I don't know.
It's for you SoundCloud people. That's where you can find it.
That's
just
letting you know. Freaky remix.
That's a good song.
That's the. Oh, did you? Because I think it was Pandora. Anyway,
it was
her neck turning everything.
It was me.
I don't know. Maybe it was, but it's just a really good song. That's just a type of song that, like, it's kind of like Odessa music, and it's just, but like kind of like maybe upper beats. It's just definitely the kind of song that I would say if you're in a bad mood, or, you just want to listen to something beautiful to go on a night drive or whatever, roll all the windows down and jam
Night drives are fun, people. Try it out.
They are.
Yeah, that's a really good song.
So, well, this has been the birthday edition. And yay. I think what the overall purpose of this was basically just to celebrate life.
Yes.
And because life is just one go around, and you really and you just appreciate it.
Your life,
everybody else's life, and at first I wasn't going to at first I wasn't going to do a birthday edition because it's your birthday. You're not even supposed to be like, you're supposed to be turning up somewhere. But the reason I did this is because I give people a platform to say however they feel on this, and I feel like it helps people to get stuff off their chest, and they just don't know who to talk to. And you're not necessarily talking to me, but you're talking to a couple people that listen to this and find it interesting. I mean, I'm not saying this is the most popular thing, but it's something that everybody can relate to, and it's just
Absolutely.
and everybody just appreciates that. Basically, we're just celebrating life and all the good things inside of it.
But
That's
what
what
about
it's
you,
about.
birthday boy? What's your song of the day?
Well, y'all went with such different songs,
yeah,
so I kind of have to stand out. So, my song of the day is which I just talked about. It's off the Divine Feminine album from Mac Miller.
Yeah.
And I feel like this song is like it's amazingly orchestrated. Like it's produced by Damn Funk, which is a German band, and it's like they have like synthesizers, and when you think about it, you're like, okay, that's made electronically, but there's only really like one electronic component of it, which is like snares, which everybody knows. But it's a song called Soulmate, and it's I don't know how to it's a different vibe. Like if you want to play this, if you want to play this for your girl who's into that type of like exotic abstract kind of, this is your song. Not like that, but like
Play it.
but like it's for people that are like into like just thinking about like basically like it's an appreciative relationship song, basically what it is. It's called Soulmate. It's a great song. It's off the Divine Feminine album.
Yeah, so look it up.
Yeah, it's a great song. So I'm Hunter Foreman for Maddie McCoy and Samantha Delbosque. This has been the first ever birthday edition of Flight 96.
Yay!
And
Proud to be a part.
Don't forget to wish him happy birthday.
and I'll see y'all next week.